This is the Win 56-250i. I got this on the Win website on a Black Friday weekend, this past Black Friday of 24, and it was $249.99, which I thought was ridiculously cheap. I've already got two of the Win 56-225i's, so I didn't really need it, but I just couldn't pass up on the price. So anyways, pulled the trigger, $249.99 to my door. No tax, no shipping, no nothing. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. Anyway, like I said, it's the 56-250i. It's got 2,500 starting watts, 1,900 running watts. One thing I thought was pretty cool about it is you got the unlike the others, you got these nice little weather protectors. See right there, it does have an hour meter built in. It's got the gas gauge on the top. I already have started it, ran it for a few hours. Just got a little more familiar with it. It's pretty much like the rest of them. Very simple to use. Whenever I first started it, I'd put gas and oil in it, and you see a lot of these guys that pull the pull cord several times to get oil in the cylinder. Well, I did that one time, and it started just almost immediately. It was crazy. But my personal opinion, I'm no mechanic, but I don't think it's really necessary to do that because there's already lubrication in the engine. If you'll take the dipstick out when it's brand new and look at it, you can see some residue on there. That's just, I think, the factory lubrication. So I mean, I don't think you're going to get it bone dry. I mean, that wouldn't be good. I don't recall seeing anything in the manual about pulling it several times, but I don't know. Anyways, I think it's really nice. It is a little bit louder than the 56-225i's that I have, but not much. It says on the website like 65 decibels, I believe. Maybe at half load, like what they put, but it's not terribly loud at all to me. And what's also strange is whenever you start it up, first off, it starts in eco mode automatically. Well, as soon as you plug in, say, like a box fan, box fans are super quiet, don't draw much power, it gets a little bit quieter. I know that sounds strange, but the 225s that I have, they don't do that. But anyways, it's I think it's going to be a good one. I'll show you a little walk around of it. See the hour meter, the covers, you got the USB ports, and this one, when you do shut it off, you just have to push it in and hold it for about 3 seconds, and then it'll shut off. Like the 225s that I have, you have to press and hold the button until the generator stops completely, because if you take your finger off the button before it shuts down, it'll just rev right back up. So anyways, thought it was a neat feature. You got the little weather plugs for the parallel outlets, which I thought was neat. Got your ground, got your eco mode right there, overload reset, got the choke right there. So there's a side view of it. I think it's a pretty design. It's sounds corny, but I'm gonna say it's cute. There's a fuel gauge on the top. It's a side. One thing that I found neat also is these screws. When you take them out, a lot of them, you take the screw out, well, the screws, you got to put them somewhere. These actually, when you take them out, they stay put. So not that easy to lose the screws. Found that interesting. This little screen right there, the spark arrestor has a hole right down the middle of it. I don't know what that's all about, but it is what it is. So let's go outside and start it and see what we got. I'll do a decibel reading and take it from there. So I just started it. Very easy to start. Just barely pull it. It is running eco mode. This is 23 feet. "23 feet again with a box fan on high." Definitely seems to quieten it down. Kind of strange. "23 feet, the heater on low, which has 3 settings, 500 watts, 1000 watts, 1500 watts. So it's on low, 500 watts. So this would be just a smidge over quarter load. Let's try 1000 watts. 23 feet, 1000 watts. Still not terribly bad. It sounds loud on the video, but it's really not. Some birds. Let's try 1500 watts. 1500 watts, which is 400 watts shy of its max running watch, which is 1900. Still not terribly loud. Here's a side-by-side comparison of the other two that I already have, the 2250s. It's definitely a little bit smaller. As you can see, lined up pretty well on the back. And it's definitely lighter too. I mean, 10 pounds is 10 pounds. I mean, it all adds up, but it's definitely a compact design. So what I think about it is I really like it. I did run it in parallel with the 56, one of the 56 225i's that I have, and they're advertised to be quieter. And I did find that whenever I ran it in parallel with one of those, they both harmonized together really good. This one did not sound any louder than the other ones that I have, and the other ones are advertised as lower, so that was a good sign. But like I said earlier, my biggest concern is if I run them in parallel and 6 hours down the line, if I'm not running too much, is this one going to be out of gas, or is it still going to be trucking? I guess I'll find out and let you know later on that part. But yeah, I'm really liking it. I'm think I might just keep it and use it and try it out. But it's the 56 250i.